Welcome to Numismatics Hub, your ultimate destination for fascinating stories, rare coin discoveries, and all things numismatics. Join us as we explore the world of currency and uncover hidden treasures one coin at a time. Welcome, collectors, history buffs, and coin enthusiasts alike. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 2014 USA 1-cent penny. This little coin may seem unassuming at first glance, but behind its humble exterior lies a rich tapestry of history, artistry, and a surprising story of rarity and value. You might be wondering what makes this specific penny so special, and why is it commanding attention from collectors today? Let's start by taking a step back in time to understand the significance of the penny. The 1-cent coin, often referred to as a penny, has been part of American currency since the earliest days of the nation. The penny, as we know it, was first authorized by the Coinage Act of 1792, and since then it's undergone numerous redesigns, each capturing a different facet of American history. But our focus today is on a particular year, 2014, and a specific type of penny from that year that's been making waves in the world of numismatics. It's easy to overlook the penny because of its low face value. But coins like the 2014 1-cent penny have captured the imagination of collectors for various reasons, particularly the e pluribus unum penny. This phrase, which translates to out of many one, is more than just a motto. It's a reminder of the unity and strength of the United States as a nation formed from diverse states, cultures, and people. On the 2014 penny, this phrase is a key feature, carrying its significance not just in words, but in the story behind the coin itself. In 2014, the penny design didn't drastically change from previous years. For many, it seemed like just another penny. The front, or obverse, still featured the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, which has graced the coin since 1909, marking the centennial of Lincoln's birth. The reverse side, or back, displayed the shield design that was first introduced in 2010, symbolizing the protection and unity of the nation. A classic design, but there's a catch here: some 2014 pennies were minted under unique circumstances. At first glance, this might seem like a story about a regular coin, but let's go deeper. Throughout 2014, the U.S. Mint struck pennies at several different locations, and while most of the pennies were produced in the traditional manner, there was one minting detail that set some of these coins apart: the inclusion of subtle variations in their finishes and design characteristics. To understand the rarity and importance of these pennies, we need to talk about the process of minting itself. The U.S. Mint is an institution that has been tasked with producing the nation's coinage since 1792, and its operations are closely watched by collectors and historians. Every year, the Mint strikes billions of coins to meet the demands of circulation. But sometimes, certain coins slip through the cracks, coins that are imperfect, have errors, or show unique characteristics that elevate them beyond their intended value. In 2014, something special happened in the world of pennies. While most of the 1-cent coins minted that year were produced in large quantities for regular circulation, a few select coins were struck with slight variations or errors that made them incredibly rare. These coins, often referred to as error coins or varieties, would go on to become some of the most highly sought-after pieces in the numismatic community. Now, we need to talk about what makes these pennies so special. The e pluribus unum penny, while it may seem like just another coin, actually represents a crucial turning point for collectors in the world of American numismatics. The 2014 pennies that had slight minting errors or unique characteristics were often ones that were struck with noticeable features such as doubled dies, misaligned dies, or unusual finishes that set them apart from the rest. These coins, while they may seem like a simple mistake, hold incredible appeal for those who understand their value. Let's take a moment to dive deeper into one of the most coveted examples from this batch, the 2014 penny with a rare die variety. Imagine you're a collector scouring through rolls of pennies, perhaps from your pocket change or a dealer's collection. You're looking for something that stands out, something that doesn't belong. As you sift through the pile, one coin catches your eye. It's a 2014 penny, but there's something about it that doesn't look quite right. The design seems slightly off, perhaps the edges are more pronounced, or the lettering has a doubled effect. This is the kind of coin that excites numismatists. This is the treasure you're after. So, how does this lead us to the heart of the matter? The value. Because of their rarity and unique qualities, these 2014 pennies have gained traction in the world of coin collecting. The general public, unaware of the subtle differences in these pennies, would never suspect the treasure they hold. It's these very pennies, those with special minting characteristics, that can fetch an astounding amount on the open market. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the value of a 2014 penny with a unique E pluribus unum characteristic or minting error? How much can it be worth today? Well, the answer may surprise you. Coins with these kinds of errors and variations can often sell for much more than their face value, sometimes for hundreds of dollars or more. But for one extremely rare 2014 penny, the value has shot up to a staggering $150,000. Yes, you heard that right, $150,000. That's not a typo. For certain examples of the 2014 1-cent penny, particularly those with the rare minting errors or features that set them apart from the typical issue, collectors are willing to pay six figures. What makes this specific penny so valuable? It's not just the minting error, it's also about the condition of the coin, its rarity, and the demand among serious collectors who are always hunting for the next big find. A penny that could easily have been spent in a convenience store could, in the right condition, end up being a small fortune. But, of course, it's not just about the money. These coins represent something far deeper. They're symbols of American history, of the ongoing journey of the nation. The inclusion of E pluribus unum on these pennies is a reminder of the unity that holds the country together even through times of division. It's a message from the past, engraved on a simple coin that carries a weight much greater than its size. For those of you who are now checking your pocket change, scouring your old penny jar, or browsing online coin shops, keep an eye out for those special 2014 pennies. They might just be the ticket to a discovery you never expected. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the world of numismatics is full of surprises, and the 2014 E pluribus unum penny is just one of those rare gems that might change the course of your collection. So, what's the takeaway here? It's not just about the coin itself, it's about the story it tells. The story of the United States, the story of its currency, and the fascinating world of coin collecting. And for those lucky enough to come across one of these rare 2014 pennies, it's a story with an ending worth celebrating. A coin that was once worth just 1 cent is now worth $150,000. Keep an eye out, stay curious. And who knows, you might just find your very own hidden treasure in the world of coins. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. Now, we're diving deeper into the true significance of the 2014 E pluribus unum penny. It's not just about the monetary value, though that is quite impressive, but rather the intricate story embedded in this small piece of currency. The world of coin collecting is fascinating for its unexpected twists. How a simple, seemingly insignificant item can hold so much value, history, and meaning. It's this deeper layer of discovery that makes numismatics so thrilling. To truly appreciate the value of this penny, let's look at the context of minting errors in general. The process of striking a coin is complex and requires immense precision. After all, the coins we hold in our hands are products of meticulous craftsmanship. The U.S. Mint uses highly sophisticated machinery to strike millions of coins every year. But sometimes, no matter how advanced the technology is, errors do happen. And these errors can take many forms. Whether it's a doubling of the design, a misalignment, or even a coin struck with too much pressure. It's these quirks in the process that make some pennies, and other coins, so rare and valuable. These tiny imperfections turn an otherwise ordinary coin into a collectible masterpiece. For collectors, spotting an error coin is like finding a needle in a haystack. You can go through hundreds, if not thousands, of coins and not find anything that stands out. And then, just when you least expect it, you discover something that doesn't look like the rest. That's the thrill of coin hunting. But to understand why the 2014 penny in question became so sought after, we need to talk about how rare it truly is. Imagine yourself at a coin show, surrounded by other collectors, all hoping to find that one special item that makes their collection shine. You're all looking at the same coins, trading, selling, or simply admiring them. Then, someone walks up with a single 2014 penny, no different from the hundreds of other pennies that pass through your hands. But wait, something's different about this one. It has a distinct feature. The subtle double striking of certain letters, the faint misalignment in the engraving, and the type of finish that makes it shine in an unexpected way. The dealer recognizes it, and instantly, the penny becomes the center of attention. It's that moment when you realize just how precious a single coin can be, especially one that might seem ordinary to the untrained eye. To most people, this would just be another penny, possibly found on the ground or in a wallet. But for collectors and numismatists, it's a rare and valuable find. A piece of history that commands a price most people would never imagine for a coin worth just 1 cent. But how do you even begin to identify one of these rare pennies in the first place? For most people, looking at a penny is a quick glance and a pass. Maybe you notice if it's tarnished or if it's shiny. But beyond that, the details are often overlooked. But with the right knowledge, anyone can become a coin detective. It's all about understanding the small details that make a coin unique. Here's what you should keep in mind when looking for a potential rare 2014 penny. 1. The E pluribus unum mint error. Some of the 2014 pennies were struck with misaligned dies, meaning the design on the obverse, the front, was slightly off-center. This gives the penny a unique look, often making the lettering on the edge of the coin more pronounced or doubled, which is the signature of an error coin. Point 2. The finish of the coin. As technology advances, some coins are struck with different types of finishes. The 2014 penny might have a particularly shiny or matte finish that wasn't as common at the time. This subtle difference can be a key factor in identifying whether you've stumbled upon a rare find. Point 3. The condition of the coin. One of the most important aspects of coin collecting is the condition of the coin. Even if a penny has an error or variation, if it's in pristine condition, it can be worth far more than a penny that's been worn down by circulation. When it comes to valuable coins, mint condition is everything. Point 4. The scarcity factor. As with anything collectible, scarcity drives value. Coins with errors are often in short supply because they are not meant to be in circulation. This is why those rare finds are so valuable to collectors. They are in limited quantities, and some may never be seen again. With that in mind, let's look at the practical side of things. What can you do if you find one of these rare pennies? The first step is to carefully examine the coin. Make sure you're not mistaken. It's easy to assume something is a rare find when it's just a bit of dirt or a smudge. Take the time to clean the coin gently if necessary, but avoid harsh cleaning methods that could damage it. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to inspect the coin closely, looking for signs of minting errors or unusual features. Once you've identified a potential gem, it's time to get it authenticated. You can send the coin to professional grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, or the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS. These organizations specialize in determining the authenticity and condition of rare coins. After grading, the coin will be assigned a score that can significantly affect its value. When it comes to selling these rare pennies, the market can be unpredictable. Some collectors might pay hundreds of dollars for a coin with slight errors, while others may be willing to pay far more for a perfect example. But one thing is clear. If you're fortunate enough to have a rare 2014 penny, you might just find yourself holding a true treasure, one that could fetch a life-changing SUMSO. What does this all mean for you as a collector or someone with a keen interest in the world of coins? It means that hidden treasures are out there, waiting to be discovered. You don't need to be a professional numismatist to find them. All it takes is a bit of knowledge, some patience, and a keen eye to spot the extraordinary in the everyday. And as for that 2014 penny worth $150,000, it's a reminder of how fascinating the world of coins can be. In a world where even the smallest of items can have immense value, the story of the 2014 1-cent penny with a rare error or feature is a perfect example of how history, art, and a touch of luck can come together to create something worth far more than its face value. So, the next time you come across a penny in your pocket or while you're out for a walk, take a moment to appreciate the history behind it. It might not always be worth a fortune, but sometimes, just sometimes, that small piece of copper and zinc could hold a story and a value beyond anything you could have imagined. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of the 2014 E pluribus unum penny. I hope you learned something new and maybe even found the motivation to dive deeper into the world of coin collecting. As always, stay curious, stay passionate, and who knows, you could be holding a fortune in the palm of your hand right now. Happy collecting! As we continue our journey into the world of rare coins, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes the discovery of a rare 2014 E pluribus unum penny so thrilling. It's more than just the potential value. It's the thrill of the hunt, the excitement of finding something that wasn't meant to be. The world of coins is full of mysteries, and sometimes it takes years, even decades, for collectors to uncover a coin that changes their collection forever. This brings us to another crucial point. How do some of these rare pennies end up being so valuable in the first place? There's something almost poetic about the fact that something as small as a penny can go from being used as everyday currency to being seen as a historical artifact. But what pushes the value of one of these coins to the point where it can command prices upwards of $150,000? Let's talk about rarity and why it's so crucial in the world of coins. As you might already know, the value of a coin is largely influenced by how many of them were made, how many have survived over time, and the demand for that particular coin among collectors. But there's another factor that plays a huge role in determining value: error coins. Coins that are struck with errors, whether it's misaligned dies, double strikes, or other variations, are inherently rarer than those struck with perfect designs, and that's where the 2014 penny comes in. While millions of pennies were minted in 2014, only a handful of these particular error pennies made their way into circulation. The fact that these pennies were struck with minor minting mistakes and yet still survived in near-perfect condition makes them extremely rare and valuable. Unlike the rest of the pennies minted that year, which are just standard coins, these error pennies are like a special class of their own. They're the type of coins that get collectors talking and bidding. Now, let's touch on something very important that all collectors need to keep in mind: coin grading. When it comes to rare coins, condition is everything. It's not just about finding an error coin, but also about the state it's in. The grading of a coin involves a detailed analysis of its physical state, including things like wear, scratches, discoloration, and the quality of the design. A coin with a high grade will naturally fetch a higher price because collectors want coins that are as close to perfect as possible. The most respected coin grading system is provided by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC). These companies assign a grade to each coin, ranging from poor all the way to mint state or perfect. A coin with a high grade can dramatically increase in value, especially when it's a rare error coin like the 2014 E Pluribus Unum penny. And here's where it gets even more exciting. The grade can even make the difference between a coin being worth $150,000 or not. For example, if you manage to find a 2014 penny with the rare error and it's graded as a mint state 68 or mint state 69 by a reputable grading service, you've got a coin that can command top dollar. These high-quality, high-graded coins are highly sought after by collectors who are willing to pay premium prices. This is why coin collectors often talk about the hunt. It's not just about getting coins for their collection, it's about finding that perfect example of a rare error coin, the one that sets your collection apart from others. For a coin like the 2014 penny, the hunt becomes even more thrilling. It's about finding that small, often overlooked penny and realizing you've stumbled upon something that could turn into a treasure. It's like having a hidden gem right in your pocket. So, what should you do if you think you've found one of these rare pennies? As we discussed earlier, the first step is to carefully examine the coin. But beyond that, you'll want to make sure that you have an expert verify its authenticity. While there's a thrill to finding the coin, there's also a great deal of value in knowing that it's genuine. Professional coin grading services can authenticate your find, ensuring that it's the real deal. Now, once authenticated, there's the question of how to sell it. If you've discovered a rare 2014 E Pluribus Unum penny and it's in prime condition, you have several options for selling it. Coin dealers, auction houses, and even online marketplaces like eBay can be great places to start. However, if you want to get the most value for your penny, consider working with established auction houses or numismatic firms that specialize in rare coins. These professionals will help you navigate the process and ensure that your penny fetches the price it deserves. On the flip side, there's also the opportunity to hold onto it. Some collectors prefer to keep their rare finds for the long term, seeing them as investments that will appreciate in value over time. The beauty of coin collecting is that it's not just about monetary gain, it's about the appreciation of history, art, and craftsmanship. If you're lucky enough to have found one of these rare 2014 pennies, it's not just a coin, it's a small piece of American history that you can cherish and share with others. We can't overlook the fascinating aspect of how coins evolve over time. The 2014 penny, in particular, serves as a reflection of the changing nature of American coinage. It's a modern coin, still in circulation, yet it tells a story that connects us to centuries of American numismatics. It's a small, yet powerful Reminder of the U.S. Mint's ability to craft coins that not only serve as currency but also become part of a larger cultural and historical narrative. To truly appreciate the value of coins like the 2014 penny, we have to acknowledge the ever-evolving relationship between collectors and the coins they cherish. Coins like these transcend mere monetary value. They are markers of time, reflections of the culture and economy of their era. The fact that a 2014 penny can be worth $150,000 is a testament to how the world of numismatics continues to captivate collectors with its allure. And remember, even if you don't have a rare 2014 penny on your hands right now, the journey of coin collecting is all about discovery and learning. Who knows? That next penny you come across might just be the one you've been looking for. Whether it's a 2014 E pluribus unum error penny or another rare find, the excitement of discovering something valuable is what keeps collectors coming back time and time again. So, as you wrap up your coin hunting for today, remember that the world of numismatics is as vast and as thrilling as any treasure hunt. The next time you spot a penny, take a second to examine it. It might just be the beginning of your own journey into the world of rare coins, where every penny tells a story and every find has the potential to make you a part of history. Thanks for sticking with me as we explored the world of the 2014 1-cent E pluribus unum penny. I hope this video has inspired you to take a closer look at the coins you come across in your daily life. Who knows, you might be holding a small fortune in your pocket right now. Until next time, happy collecting, and remember, it's not just about the value, it's about the story that each coin tells. The year was 1996. A time when grunge music reigned supreme. People were still glued to their television screens watching the final episodes of Friends, and the internet, though in its early stages, was beginning to reshape the world. But as all this was happening in the cultural and technological world, the U.S. Mint, as it does every year, was busy minting coins, one of which would become an unlikely treasure in the world of numismatics. That coin, of course, is the 1996 1-cent penny, a seemingly ordinary coin that would go on to intrigue collectors, become highly sought after, and eventually fetch an astounding value of $160,000. But what makes the 1996 penny so special? Let's go back and explore the history of this coin, the significance of its design, and why it's become such a collector's item. By the time you reach the end of this video, you'll have a deeper understanding of why this penny is worth far more than its face value and how a little coin could mean so much more than just spare change. Let's start with the basics, the year itself. In 1996, the United States was in the midst of economic growth. The Cold War had ended, the economy was on the upswing, and the U.S. was making its mark in a world that was quickly becoming more interconnected. The penny, which has always been one of the most common coins in circulation, was no exception to this. As with other coins, pennies were being minted to keep up with the needs of a growing population and the constant flow of transactions that demanded smaller denominations. But here's where the 1996 penny becomes intriguing. While most years see only subtle differences in the design of the penny, 1996 introduced something that many collectors didn't expect. For the most part, the design of the penny had remained relatively unchanged for decades. The obverse, or the front, depicted Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and the reverse featured the familiar shield design, which had been in use since the early 1900s. This design was universally recognized and associated with the penny, making it almost indistinguishable from other years. However, it's not the design itself that makes the 1996 penny stand out. Instead, it's the minting error that occurred with a particular batch of these coins, and it's that error that led to its astonishing value today. It's the sort of mistake that happens rarely in the minting process, and when it does, it can create a piece of history that collectors can only dream of finding. Now, let's take a step back and examine how coins are made. The minting process for coins is intricate, with specialized machinery that strikes the design onto each coin. The coins are produced in large quantities, often millions in a single year, yet only a tiny fraction may have a minting error that sets them apart. These errors can range from minor flaws like scratches or smudges to significant issues like double striking or misaligned dies. And it's these errors that turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. For the 1996 penny, the error that made it so valuable is known as the double die error. This occurs when a coin is struck twice by the die, causing the design to be slightly imprinted more than once, creating a noticeable doubling effect. It's a subtle but distinctive flaw, and only a small number of 1996 pennies were struck this way. The result? A rare coin that is highly desirable to collectors who will pay a premium for anything that stands out as unique and uncommon. But before we dive into the specifics of the error and the significance of its value, let's look at the overall minting details for the 1996 penny. In total, the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies in 1996, but most of these were struck with the usual precision, meaning they are not rare or valuable. What makes certain 1996 pennies special is their unusual imperfections, those rare, double-struck examples. These coins are often described as flawless in terms of design, which only enhances their appeal. They weren't just part of the regular coinage distribution, they had something special, something that makes them worth more than just a single cent. Now, let's get into the heart of the matter, the appeal these pennies hold among collectors. You may be asking, why is this error so important? To the untrained eye, a penny is just a penny, right? It's a simple coin, and to many, it's just pocket change. But to collectors, every coin tells a story and every rare find is a treasure. The world of coin collecting, or numismatics, is all about finding those elusive coins that are worth more than their initial price. For collectors, the appeal of the 1996 double-die penny lies not only in its rarity but also in its connection to history. Lincoln pennies have long been a symbol of American currency, representing the values and ideals of the country. The 1996 penny, with its slight design error, creates a direct link to a moment in history when something went wrong in the minting process, but that mistake made the coin all the more valuable. The world of coin collecting is filled with enthusiasts who are passionate about uncovering rare coins. Whether it's through old rolls of pennies, coin shows, or online marketplaces, collectors are constantly on the lookout for that one perfect addition to their collection. In the case of the 1996 double-die penny, collectors who find one are holding on to a piece of numismatic history that will only continue to increase in value as time goes on. As you may expect, the rarity of the 1996 penny has only added to its appeal. Finding one of these rare pennies isn't an easy task. While millions of 1996 pennies were minted, only a small number of them have this error. So, the odds of finding one are relatively slim. In fact, many of these coins have been discovered through diligent searching by collectors who know exactly what they're looking for. Once discovered, however, these pennies can fetch an impressive price on the market. In fact, it's not uncommon for a single 1996 double-die penny to be sold for thousands of dollars, sometimes even more, depending on its condition and the severity of the error. But even more exciting is the potential for one of these coins to reach astonishing sums, as we're about to see. Let's take a moment to talk about how much a 1996 double-die penny can be worth. While the average price for one of these rare coins is in the range of a few $1,000s, there have been cases where these pennies have sold for much more. In 2020, one such coin was auctioned off for a staggering $160,000. That's right, a penny that started off as part of the standard minting process was sold for six figures simply because of its rare error. The buyer of that penny now holds a piece of American history, a small coin that could tell the story of how, in 1996, a tiny mistake during the minting process led to something extraordinary. That's the magic of coin collecting, the story behind each coin, the potential for discovery, and the excitement of finding a gem among the millions. So, what does this mean for you? If you're a collector or just someone with an interest in coins, the 1996 double-die penny serves as a reminder of how the world of numismatics can surprise us. A small coin, like the 1-cent penny, can hold so much value historically, culturally, and financially. And even though these rare pennies may not be easy to find, the thrill of the hunt is part of what makes coin collecting so exciting. Whether you have a collection of pennies or are just starting to explore the world of coins, it's worth paying attention to the 1996 penny. While not every 1996 penny will be worth $160,000, the chance of finding a rare, double-struck example is an opportunity that shouldn't be overlooked. With the right knowledge and a keen eye, you just might stumble upon a piece of history that will change your life. And even if you don't have one of these rare pennies in your collection today, the beauty of numismatics is that there's always something new to discover. As with any collector's journey, it's all about patience, persistence, and the excitement of uncovering something special. So, the next time you find yourself with a handful of pennies, take a closer look. You never know, you could be holding onto a treasure that will make your collection truly priceless. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of the 1996 1-cent e pluribus unum penny. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes even the smallest penny holds the potential for a truly amazing discovery. The world of numismatics, as you've probably noticed by now, is rich with history, mystery, and excitement. While most people see coins as mere currency for small purchases, to a numismatist, each coin represents an important chapter in history. The 1996 penny, for example, may seem like an ordinary part of American life, something that was casually spent in a coffee shop or tucked away in a jar on a shelf. However, to collectors, this coin is an enigma, a treasure waiting to be uncovered. So how can you, as a budding collector or a seasoned numismatist, begin your journey of discovering rare coins like the 1996 double-die penny? The first step is simple: take a closer look at the coins you already own. It's easy to dismiss a penny as just a penny, but there are nuances in the world of coin collecting that may surprise you. Pennies, especially older ones, can hide remarkable details that, when identified, could turn them into valuable assets. Let's talk about how you can spot a rare error penny like the 1996 double-die penny. The key is understanding what makes a coin error-prone and being able to differentiate between minor imperfections and genuine flaws that significantly affect its value. Coin errors, like those caused by double striking, misalignment, or die rotation, are what make these coins stand out in the first place. For example, with the 1996 double-die penny, one of the most notable characteristics of the error is the doubling effect in the design. You'll often see this in parts of the inscription E pluribus unum, or in the words liberty and in God we trust on the obverse of the coin. The doubling effect makes the text appear slightly thicker or slightly offset, giving it an unusual look that's easy to spot once you know what to look for. To check if you have a 1996 double-die penny, you'll need to inspect the coin carefully under good lighting, using magnification if necessary. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to get a closer look at the text and details. If the design is doubled or has a noticeable shift in the text, you could be holding onto a treasure. It's important to remember that not every 1996 penny with a slight irregularity is going to be worth a fortune. It's the quality of the error that matters. A coin with a major doubling effect in clear detail will be worth more than a coin with only a minor imperfection. If you think you've found a rare error coin, the next step is to get it authenticated by a professional grading service like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). They'll assess the coin's authenticity, condition, and grade, which plays a massive role in determining its value. For those who aren't already aware, coin grading is a system used to evaluate a coin's condition based on factors like wear and tear, scratches, discoloration, and how well the design has been preserved. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. A 1996 double-die penny in mint state or a high grade will, of course, fetch a much higher price than one that has been heavily circulated. The role of professional coin grading services cannot be overstated in this process. As a collector, you can rest assured that having a coin graded by an established institution ensures its legitimacy and helps establish the coin's market value. Additionally, the coins that are graded with a higher grade typically appear in auctions and private sales where they can command impressive prices. This brings us to an important point, the coin market itself. The world of coin collecting and buying/selling rare coins is vast. Many collectors dream of finding that rare penny, that elusive error coin, and turning it into a substantial profit. But the market is constantly shifting. What makes a coin valuable today might not necessarily be the same thing that gives it value tomorrow. This is why collectors, especially those focused on rare error coins like the 1996 penny, must stay informed. Being in touch with the latest trends in numismatics, keeping an eye on auctions, and watching how coin prices fluctuate can help you make the most informed decisions in your collecting journey. Interestingly, while the 1996 double-die penny has captured the hearts of coin collectors and made headlines for fetching a jaw-dropping price of $160,000, the value of such coins can also be subject to change. A coin's value is driven by demand, scarcity, and how much collectors are willing to pay for it. If a new, significant error coin is discovered or if there's a resurgence in interest, the price can rise or fall, but perhaps the most fascinating aspect of coin collecting is that it's always evolving. As we see in the case of the 1996 penny, what started as a simple coin minted as part of routine production became something entirely different, a piece of numismatic history that will forever be coveted by collectors. And this is part of the allure of coin collecting. What you hold in your hand today might just be the next great find, the one that leaves you in awe when you realize its true value, but of course, even beyond the financial value. Coins like the 1996 penny carry with them a certain kind of historical significance. Each coin is a snapshot of the time it was made. The 1996 penny, with its distinctive error, is a reflection of the era it came from. It tells a story of a year marked by economic stability and cultural shifts. The coin represents a moment in American history when a tiny mistake during the minting process transformed it into something far more valuable than anyone could have imagined. That is the magic of coin collecting. The way something as ordinary as a penny can carry so much significance, both in the context of history and in the world of collectors. It's about more than just the money. It's about the thrill of discovery, the joy of unearthing a hidden treasure, and the connection you form with the past as you hold a piece of history in your hand. As you continue your coin collecting journey, remember that every coin, whether it's a penny, a nickel, a quarter, or a rare era coin like the 1996 double-die penny, holds the potential to become something extraordinary. Who knows? The next time you come across a handful of change, you might just hold the next big find. The excitement of numismatics lies in its unpredictability, its mysteries, and its infinite possibilities, and so, whether you're starting your collection or adding to an already impressive lineup, always keep an eye out for the small things. Because sometimes the most valuable discoveries come in the most unexpected forms. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey through the world of the 1996 1-cent e pluribus unum penny. I hope this video has not only given you insights into its history, rarity, and value, but has also sparked your own curiosity about the world of coin collecting. If you're inspired to start looking through your own coin collection or simply have an interest in exploring this exciting hobby, remember, each coin has a story to tell. And who knows, maybe you'll find that next great discovery, too. Until next time, happy hunting, and may your collection continue to grow.